Okay, during the last video of 4x4 barrel shifter, we have seen how we have arrived at this step. Okay, so here just a revision: SH0, SH3, SH2, and SH1 are the four control inputs which will be operating, which will be functioning for the shifting operations. Okay, I0 to I3 are my inputs, O0 to O3 are my outputs, and these are my 16 transistors. So each control input will be connected to the gate terminal of 4 transistors. As you can see, I have used the different colors. So one 0-bit shifting will be represented by this dark pink color. Okay, then the 1-bit shifting is carried out using this green color. Okay, 2-bit shifting is carried out using this blue color transistors, and 3-bit shifting, right bit shifting, will be carried out using this orange color transistors. Okay, now today we are going to demonstrate this in LT-Spice. So let us go in LT-Spice and check its functionality. So here I have already made the circuit for your ready reference. Here it is. We are calling it as IN0, IN1, IN2, and IN3 as the four inputs, and out 1, out 0, out 1, out 2, out 3 are my four outputs, and these are my control signals: SH0, SH3, SH2, and SH1. Okay, and we have been given four pulses, input pulses. This is IN0, so I input 0. So here it is going from 0 to 5, 4 milliseconds delay. The rise time and fall time is 10 picoseconds. On time is 10, and the period is 20 milliseconds. For input 1, IN1, we have only one difference. The delay time is increased to 8 milliseconds. Rest all parameters are same. For IN2, the pulse parameters are, all the parameters are same, only the delay time has increased by 4 millisecond. Now it is 12 millisecond. And for IN3, we have 16 millisecond. Okay, fine. And in the dot model statement, we have given for all the NMOS transistors, W and L is 1 micrometer. The threshold voltage is 0.5 volt, and the Kp value is 0.1 micro. Okay, so let us start demonstrating this circuit. Now let us check it once. We will quickly have an overview. Yeah, so this is my SH0. These four transistors are tied together, right? So as you can see, this gate terminal over here will be tied to this transistor. This gate terminal will be tied to this transistor, and finally this will be connected to this transistor. So you have to be very, very careful. Okay, when we are building the circuit, you build step by step, as I've shown over here. First you build for these four transistors, then for the green ones, then for the blue, and then for the orange. So this way, systematically, if you do, you will be able to achieve the circuit. Now let us check for the truth table. Let us check this case. So let me have this table over here ready, keep it ready. So over here right now, what are we using over here is SH3 is 1. Okay, so we are into right shift by 3-bit. Okay, so SH3 is 1, rest all the cases we have connected 0. As you can see, SH0, SH2, and SH1 are being tied to 0, where SH3 is 1. Okay, and the data which we have given over here should be like this: I1, I2, I3, I0. It will be storing like this in I0, sorry, O0, O1, O2, O3. So here only the naming difference is there. Instead of calling it I1, I2, I3, I0, we are calling it IN0, IN1, IN2, and IN3. And instead of calling it O0, O1, O2, O3, we are calling it out1, out2, out2, out3. Okay, now let us check this scenario over here. Let me click on run. So I think here we will have around 8 plane plots. We will require 8. Okay, 440 inputs and 440 outputs. So let me quickly do that. This is 5, this is sixth one, and then we have the seventh one, and finally we have 8 plots. So first we will plot IN0. We should plot first. So here it is IN0, then IN1, input 1, then input 2, then we have input 3, and now the 4 outputs. Actually there is one extra, we will delete this. Okay, so we have the outputs now as out 0, Next we have out 1. Next we have output 2, and final case we have output as 3. Okay, so as per the truth table, what should be stored at, let me just slightly modify this. Yeah, so what should be stored at O0 for this shifting 3-bit on? Okay, shift SH3 is on, right, over here, activated. So it's a 3-bit right shift rotate, rotate right by 3 bits. Okay, so O0 should be same as I1. Okay, O0 should be storing I1. So let's say this is my output 1. So output 1 should be same as I1. Okay, let me see over here. Output 0, O0 should be same as I1. As you can see, the red color and the pink color waveforms are exactly the same. Okay, so it is correct. Okay, it is following the pattern. O0, output 0 is following input 1 as it is. Now O1 should be storing I2. So this is output 1, it is following I2. So you can see over here gray color and the green color. They are exactly the same. Next is O2 and I3. So this green color over here, output 2, and I3, this blue color, light blue color, input 3. So input 3 and output 2 are the same, and O3 and I0. So this is my O3, dark blue color, output 3, which is following the light blue color, input 0. Okay, I0. So my entire table has been verified. Now let us check one of the conditions. So here it is. Okay. So in this case, let us check the condition for this one. SH3 should be 1, right? So let me check this condition. Okay, let me adjust the size. Okay, so over here, what do we have is, we have 1 0 0 0. Okay, from input 0 to input 3 we have 1 0 0 0. So this is 1 0 0 0. What should be the output? Output for shift 3 operation should be 0 0 0 1. So let us check that. We will check it over here. Input was 1 0 0 0. Output will be 0 0 0 1. So as you can clearly see, it's been shifting the, it is operating as a shift 3, right? Shift 3. Okay. So your 1 1 0 0 0 is been, at the output you will get 0 1 1 0. Okay, we can check also the next case. Next case we have 1 1 0 0. So that has been shifted to 1 0 0 1. That is also shifting by 3 bit towards the right hand side. Okay, so in this way we can check all the other cases. Now let us check out shifting 1. Okay, so I will make shift sh1 as active and rest all the cases as reactive. So I'll go over here. So over here, what I need to do is, let me maximize this. Okay, and shift 1, I will make it active. So I'll remove the ground from here and I'll place the VDD over here. Okay, this is 1 bit right shift. I'll place the ground to SH3. Now we have SH1 as active. Okay, so again I will simulate and I'll check the cases now over here. So right now, as per the table, so this is the table, right? So let me take it as like this. Okay, so we'll concentrate on this table over here. Okay, so right now we are activated SH1. So we are concentrating on the second row. Okay? So over here the input will be 1 0 0 0. Original input 1 0 0 0. Now once we have activated the output, at the output what you should get? You should get 0 1 0 0. What are we getting? 0 1 0 0. So you see it's been shifting your output 1 bit towards the right hand side. Okay, by activating this sh1 as 1. Okay, now let us activate sh2. It will shift the output 2 bits towards the right. So again I'll maximize this. I'll take this and shift this over here, and I take this and shift this over here. So right now SH2 is activated. Now let's check the output. I'll simulate and check the output directly. So let us again go back to the table. So over here we have SH2 activated. That means this line. So original input is 1000. That is 1000, and the output should be 0010. So let us check the output. It is 0010. It is working absolutely fine. Now only limitation of this circuit is that the output will be having a 0.5 volts drop. Why? Because we are using NMOS pass transistors, and NMOS pass transistors, the maximum output is limited by, maximum logic 1 output is limited by VDD minus VTON, and VTON is over here 0.5. So at the output, all the high outputs will have 4.47, that is 0.5 volts drop. Okay, let me just delete this. Let me check the some other case for output. Here what are we getting? For logic 0 we are getting 22.22 microvolt, but for logic 1 we are getting 4.47. So logic 1 is getting degraded by this technique because we are using NMOS pass transistors. So in this way we can carry out the shifting operation, the 4-bit shifting operation, using 4x4 barrel shifter in LTSpice. So I guess we have completed the objective for today's session. We have built up the circuit in LTSpice and we have checked out most of the cases. Shift 3 operation, shift 2 operation, and shift 1 operation we have verified. Okay, I guess that is all for this session. Next time we will start with some other topic. Until then, have a good day and thank you.